Hey guys, welcome back to another episode on Moment with Lady R. Today we are going to be talking about stage fright. Stage fright. This is an issue that so many people, both young and old, struggle with. And yes, I've gotten a lot of messages in my DM asking for help on how to overcome stage fright. And of course, I bring you nothing but the best. So today we are going to be having a speaker from the last episode who is a professional compere and a communication strategist in addition to other things. But let's just stick with this too. He focuses on teaching people what to say, how to say it, and when to say it. Festus, thank you so much for coming back on this show.
Always a pleasure.
So today we are going to be talking about how to overcome stage fright. This is just it as it is. So I'm going to be sitting back, doing the learning and the listening and allowing him to do the talking.
Okay, so right to it. Even the best of us have experienced stage fright at one point or the other. In fact, when I was in school, we used to debate a lot, and my trainer then, just before we go to the stage or just before we enter the hall, he just call all of us and say, "Is your heart beating? Is your heart beating? Is your heart beating?" And we say yes, and he says, "Yes, that's good." Now, so like I said, the best of us, we've experienced stage fright. And it doesn't even matter at what level you are as a public speaker, which is majorly what I do, communication and professional compare. So I'm always in front of an audience. So it doesn't matter the level, everything. We get those pre-event jitters, those, am I enough? Have I
butterflies
enough?
In your stomach?
Those that feeling that it always comes.
Yeah.
It's always there. But the difference is, how do you respond to it? How do you respond to it? Like we have established, the best, you're
experience
seeing,
it.
the best of us, we experience stage fright. So the question is, how do you then respond to it? So there are a whole lot of ways. You hear people tell you, okay, just look at the heads of the audience.
I had one very funny and indecent one. Just think of them naked. I'm like,
yeah, think of them naked. A whole lot of those strategies that they've told you that can help you actually. Or look at the clock, if there's a clock in the wall, yes, in the hall, just at the back, look at the clock. Or they tell you, pick one person in the audience and that has your attention, focus on them. A whole lot of things. So I'm just going to discuss a few of them that I know that has actually worked for me. Number one is prepare for your talk.
Preparation.
Prepare for your talk. Read, research. Read and research
again.
Just prepare for your talk. Now, while we are saying this, I know there are times where we may have impromptu sessions or, just called up in an event. Oh, come and speak, come and do this, come and do that. All of those. And we'll get there. But I'm just preempting to say, okay, that is not in this situation because definitely you did not prepare for that.
Yeah.
But basically, you want to be prepared for anything you're doing. You're delivering a speech, you're giving a presentation in the office, anything, you actually want
to be prepared
because that way you know what you are dishing out. You know that what information you're communicating is valid, it's well researched, it's coming out, well prepared.
And you may not be in control of the audience, but you're in control of what you are going to say.
Yes, you're in control of what you're saying.
Yeah.
So the first thing is that you want to prepare your talk. Prepare for it in every possible way. Another way is to practice. You want to actually practice, and one of the best ways to do it is practice in front of your friends. Practice in front of others.
A safe space.
Yes, that's your safe space. So they can actually tell you, oh, you're not doing this right, or you're not doing this right. You understand me? That way you're already getting feedback from your presentation. You're already adjusting to it in a way. You're already familiarizing yourself with, if you have to go, off heart, you don't have to go with materials. You don't have to go scripted. So you're already familiarizing yourself with your lines. You're already knowing that, okay, this comes after this.
Yeah.
That way you're already prepared. So it still boils down to being prepared. So one of the ways to do it is overcoming stage fright is to actually practice it. Now, another way is to make a connection with your audience. Make a connection with your audience. Smile, greet them. Just think of them as your friends. Make a
Not as
connection
random
with them.
strangers that out to see you
that are
fail.
out to see you fail. Just think of them as your friends. You want to greet them. And one of the ways I do when I have to anchor an event, one of the ways I welcome them is I tell a story.
People love stories.
People love stories. People love, those questions, those teasers that come at the end, and they get them. You're thinking, and you go, while you're thinking of that, let me just welcome you to this event, and you're telling them what the event is about, what are the definites that they will be going home with, all of those things. But you've brought them into it. You've made them relate with you.
Relax. You've also made them relax. Yeah.
They are relaxed. So you've told them a story, they are cool, all of you are cool, then you can just sail with it. Another way to overcome stage fright is to be prepared to laugh at yourself.
That one.
Be prepared to laugh at yourself.
Don't take yourself too seriously.
Don't take yourself too seriously. Now, I give a personal example. I anchored an event where we had two of the speakers bear the same name. Now, the name is Love. We had first Love, the different surname. We had another Love, the different surname. So, because of the program, I was supposed to call on the Love with
one surname,
one other surname, and I mistakenly called it with not even the other Love, another person altogether. I just mixed up the whole thing, and when the audience were like, "What's going on?" and even the people that were, "What's going on?" what I had to do was, it comes as with practice of being in those situations. I immediately made it a joke. And what was my joke? When I posted the event online, one of the reactions I got was, my guy, love plenty for this program. So I made it a joke and I said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I'm love struck." I remember when I posted about this event and one of my friends reacted and said, love plenty for this event. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm affected by love. I apologized and then I made the correct name. I called on the
so very importantly, not just laugh at yourself, but also apologize for your mistake.
And then make amends immediately. You move on. So be prepared to do all of that. Also, you want to watch your body language. From the time you get into the premises up until the time of your presentation to the time you're leaving, you want to watch your body language. You don't want to come in there fidgeting. It's just one of the things about audiences is they are like a dog that can sense your fear. Yes. So the audience, once they perceive that this person is scared, this person is
anxious, unprepared.
Most of the time, the reaction or the judgment may be, "Oh, you're not prepared for this."
So that means,
and it just switches them off.
Yeah, that means that part of preparation is not just for your words, what you're going to say. It's also for maybe your look. Everything. The time you are going to get there.
Everything.
Because really, one thing that really throws people off when you want to speak is getting there late.
Yes, exactly. So you're working on everything from the time you get there, your body language, how you're seated before they call you. You don't want to be seated slouched. You don't want to be seated nonchalant. All of those things. You want to show, okay, you are attentive. All of those things. And I usually advise, if you're supposed to make a presentation by 10, at least 30 minutes or 1 hour to the time of your presentation be in the hall. In other words, you are listening to the presentation that comes before yours. It makes perfect sense to you.
It does.
You may refer to the presentation of this other person, you just blend your presentation and you move with it.
And you get a feel of the audience.
Exactly.
Very important.
So you want to watch your body language. It actually helps a lot. You want to ensure that, okay, you have this confident outlook, because by the time you're coming out confident, the audience know, oh, okay, this person is confident. He or she looks like someone we should listen to.
They feel compelled.
By everything. Yes,
they
it's
see.
like you said, vibes.
Vibes.
You're just sending out
Your
vibes,
vibes.
and they are relating with it, and they can listen to you because they feel okay. You actually know what you're saying. You know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yes. So another thing that most people do is they are overly fixated on the things that could go wrong. Which
Perfectionist tendencies.
which is not a very good thing to do. I would advise you focus on the things that could go right.
Yeah.
So why not focus on the fact that after your presentation, the whole audience is on their feet and they're applauding? Why not focus on the fact that after this presentation, you get people run up to you and they're congratulating you? Wow, wonderful presentation, wonderful speech, and they're asking you, okay, can we get a contact? Can we get your card? Because we have another event coming up. We'd like you to deliver another address. We'd like you to deliver another speech. Why don't you focus on the fact that you present wonderfully at that program or anywhere you're supposed to present, rather than fixating on the fact that, oh, you may forget your lines. And another thing that I learned in school where we were, learning to debate was the audience doesn't know what you want to say.
Only you
are
and the person who trained you.
Yes, you know what you want to say.
Very true.
So even if I take it out, for example, I'm the one who came here with my notes. I may decide, okay, I don't want to say this point. You don't know that I don't want to say that point.
I know now. I know now.
Okay, so the idea is you should be fixated on or focused on the things that could go right.
Yeah.
I can deliver this, which
How I can.
I can do this. I am doing it. I am doing it well. I am doing it well. Then another thing you want to do is to be yourself. A lot of times we get people who want to sound different, who want to look different. I've seen events where I've seen ladies who cannot walk on heels. No offense, but please, flats are still an option.
Very, very much an option.
They are still an option. So please just put on your flat shoes.
Look
smart. Go there, make your presentation, and come out. You don't have to come on stage wobbling like a 2-year-old learning to walk. You're already distracting the audience, and before you catch yourself again, you've lost some people.
And then the feel of the audience will affect you.
It will affect
your presentation, affect your self-esteem.
Yes. So one of the ways, because I know it may be a result of stage fright, you're like, okay, I want to look this, I want to look that. Be yourself.
Yeah.
Be yourself. You're not a funny or you're not a comedian. You don't know how to deliver jokes. You don't know when to deliver jokes. You don't know how to Please,
don't do that.
Just stick to your presentation.
Don't do that.
Present and move. You don't have to go there cracking jokes.
Like every other person does. Very true.
I tell people, the situation I found myself that I explained earlier, it may have gone different with a different person who may not have known how to probably turn that situation into a joke.
Yeah, the person could just go, excuse me, please.
Yes, just apologize and move.
Just a mix-up, yeah.
Just apologize and move. But if it comes natural to you and you know, oh, okay, this is the perfect time for this. Oh, my audience, I've got them in my grasp, everything. Why not? Go for it. They will laugh, they'll relax, and you're gone. But if it's not you, please, I'm very sorry, pardon me, please, this is who I wanted to call. You call the person and you're up there. So it's not necessary that you want to copy this person,
Yeah.
When you're coming out that way, you have to just be
Don't
yourself.
copy our guest. He likes to tell stories. If that's not your thing, please don't do it, okay? Yeah, you can go on.
And finally, I think I mentioned this in the first episode, positive self-talk.
Psych yourself.
Psych yourself up. And I keep emphasizing with the story of David, who, he got attacked, took his wives, took cattle, took all of those things, and David looked around. There was nobody to encourage him. The Bible says that David encouraged himself.
See what I told you? He's a young man that is on fire for Jesus. Did you just hear that?
And he looked around with everything around. Everybody wanted his head. They were on him, and he had to just take a while off. And after a while, just say he encouraged himself. So a lot of times we may not get the encouragement that we're looking for, but yes, we obviously we may have people who can give it to us. More importantly, we should be able to psych ourselves up. Tell yourself, listen, I can do it. I am doing it.
And very importantly, I saw the post of a friend. He said, don't expect people to always be there for you. They are not Emmanuel. They are not Emmanuel. I mean, it's only God who can always be there for you, because his name is God is with us. But don't expect people to always be there for you. So, and the thing is, people will not always be there for you, but you can always be there for yourself.
True.
So,
True. So,
very true.
You know, just in summary, like I mentioned, everybody has experienced, or will always experience stage frights. We would always experience it, you know, as the stage gets bigger, the stakes get higher.
Yeah.
All of those things, you know, those am I there? Am I all of those? And there are a whole lot of other tips that people use. And I would share this. When I was in 300 level, we were going to debate in the finals of Lausanne debates in school. And Samuel Chuku, I respect him a lot. He told us something.
I would like to meet him someday, since you respect him and I respect you. So.
A whole lot, like, you know, he was our trainer. He trained us in school on, you know, speaking, debating, and he said something. He asked, "Do you live alone?" I said, "Yes, I live alone." He asked my other teammates, "Do you live alone?" I think one or they live alone. So he says, okay, that one thing that can help, that it has helped him to debate and not even flinch at all, is to actually stand stark naked, lock your doors in your room, stand stark naked in front of the mirror, and debate your points from beginning to end.
You feel like a clown.
If you can do that successfully, you can do it in front of any audience. Believe you me, I did it.
And it worked.
By the time I was done debating, the hall was applauding for 2 minutes straight.
Whoa, wow.
I'm not joking. I am not joking. So, like I said, there are a whole lot of other
strategies
approaches,
that can help.
other things that can actually help with stage frights. Also, like I mentioned, the best of us who've experienced stage frights is just how we react and how we respond to it. So
before our speaker gives a rundown of these tips, 1, 2, 3, 4, I want to emphasize again, do what works for you. If storytelling does not work for you, please don't do storytelling. Please, if you want to stand stark naked in your room, lock the door. Lock the door. Make sure you stay alone. So, okay, back to you, Festus. I'm just giving a rundown of how to overcome stage frights. First, you mentioned preparation.
Yes, just prepare, ensure you're prepared
practice.
For the talk. Practice yourself, practice your speeches, familiarize yourself with your lines, what you want to say.
Connect with your audience. Be prepared to laugh at yourself.
Be prepared to laugh at it. Oh, like always. Watch your body language.
Very important.
Watch your body language. Then focus on what could go right. Don't fixate on what could go wrong. Yes, then be yourself and just be yourself. What do you?
Thank you so much, Festus. Thank you so much, Festus. I'm going to hold on to the last one. Do you. Do you, guys. Do you. Don't bother about what people are going to say, but what works for you. That's what you should focus on. So thank you so much, Festus.
Always a pleasure.
I am very grateful for your time and for making the opportunity to be here to give our audience some beautiful doses of wisdom. Thank you so much. Next week, we are going to be having another episode on the communication series, the role of communication in self-esteem. So remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow our other social media pages. We'll see you next week. Thank you. Bye.